welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for this video, and I know I recently said in my finale of my roulette pan collab that I was excited to take a break from project panning, but we're starting another project pan today, and I'm so excited about this project for many reasons. First of all, the project idea was created by Alex, who I consider to be a friend in this space. I absolutely love Alex in not just her channel, but just her personality. She's just always so sweet and so kind, and I just absolutely love Alex. If you have not, for some reason, been over to Alex's channel, I highly recommend checking her out. She is a definite eyeshadow palette enthusiast, as she refers to herself, and she also does love project panning, so just highly recommend her channel. Could not recommend it enough. And she invited so many other ladies to join this project, which we are calling the Pan of Every Color Project Pan, trying to bring more awareness to either Black-owned business brands or at least cosmetics brands that are inclusive of, you know, a variety of different skin tones, skin types, etc. So that is what the idea of this project is going to be. It starts today, June 20th, and it is going to run through Labor Day, September 7th. Each of the participants will be selecting between 5 to 10 products to work on. Again, it's just really like a little over a 2-month project pan, so this is not going to be rolling, which actually made me feel a little bit better. I ended up choosing, I believe, 6 products to work on, and I feel like more motivated to just like work through a product and finish it without having to think about like rolling another project in. I have a lot of projects going on right now and a lot of products that I am working on, so sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming. But I am really excited to be joining and be a part of this project. So thank you again to Alex for inviting me to join. There will be a spreadsheet down below with everyone who is participating, and I believe there will be a playlist as well. If you guys like project pan videos and you want to check everyone else out, highly recommend that you do. I know there are a ton of other amazing channels that are participating in this, so definitely recommend checking the playlist out. But if you guys are interested in seeing the products that I selected for this project, stay tuned. First, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I do hope you consider subscribing before leaving today. I have typically been posting a minimum of 4 times a week. I've been going through just like a weird time. It's a weird time, obviously, for all of us, and I have not been on my tippity top game in terms of like replying to comments or posting on a consistent schedule, consistent basis, but I do try and get 4 videos up a week. I need to get better about commenting back, you guys. I want to do a get ready with me, talking a little bit more about like why I'm so bad at replying to my comments, but I just appreciate the love and support that you guys consistently give me, even though I am terrible at replying. If it makes you guys feel better, I am also really, really bad at texting back. The only person I ever really text back is my husband. Even my mom and sister can attest. It is very hard to get a response from me. Anyway, you guys, if you are interested in subscribing, I hope you consider subscribing before leaving today. Other than that, let's just jump into the products that I've selected for this project. So like I said in the introduction, there are 2 different categories for the products that we could select. One is from Black-owned business brands, and the second is inclusive brands. And I know Alex, as well as a number of the other participants, did quite a bit of research on inclusive cosmetics brands, so I will try and touch on those, and then I will also try and leave a list in my description box of some of the inclusive cosmetics brands that we have found. So I want to start with a couple of the Black-owned business brand products that I have selected to work on and give you guys my goals for those. So we're going to start with this guy right here. This is the Colored Rain Queen of Hearts palette, and this is a Black-owned business brand, which I love, and this is what the palette looks like. I'm sure you guys remember there was a time where you literally could not get your hands on this palette, and I will say I really, really do like this palette. I just don't necessarily know that it was worth the hype that it got, but what I love about this palette is I can do neutral everyday looks, but I can also have fun with this with some of the pops of like purples and oranges, and the shimmers in this palette are outstanding. I also especially really like this crown shade. It's a really interesting, unique shade. It's like a white shimmer, but almost has like a duochromatic, like blue, purpley, pink shift. I don't know if it's going to come across on camera, but this is a stunning inner corner highlight. Highly recommend that shade. And Queen of Hearts is another brand that I am very interested in purchasing either some more single shadows from them, or I think it's their Safari palette that I'm also very interested in picking up. I do want to make more of an effort to make sure I am supporting either brands that are inclusive or brands that are Black owned. I have a goal, which I will get into in another video a little bit more in depth, but a goal to bring my makeup collection to at least 30% of Black owned or inclusive brands by the end of 2021. And the reason I'm pushing it to 2021 is because I don't want to just declutter my makeup collection just to reach this goal. I want it to happen through attrition, and I also don't want to just like spend thousands of dollars trying to build my collection up to like reach this goal. I want to, again, have it happen through attrition. But I did just make a purchase from both Sephora and Ulta with some Black owned beauty brands, and I'm really excited about the products that I selected. And I actually have something else in this project. We can get into it right now. I have selected, so Alex actually is the one who introduced me to the brand JD Glow Causemetics, and I recently made a purchase with them. I purchased 3 of their single shadows. It is this one. Why am I getting confused? Oh, this one right here, which is in the shade Peachy Keen. Also, this shade right here, I think is in the shade Bubbles. Okay, sorry, no, this is in the shade Bora Bora, and then this shade right here is in the shade Good God. I actually have this shade on my lids today. Thank you to Alex for recommending JD Glow Causemetics. Like, they are a Black owned beauty brand, and they make amazing shimmer shadows. So this is the first time. Oh, that's the shadow. I was like, what is on my cheeks? This is the first time I have tried the JD Glow Causemetics single shadows, and I only have shimmers, so I don't know. I don't even know if they have matte shades, but I only can speak to their shimmer shadow. They look incredible. The Peachy Keen shade, I really am excited to test out. It's like a peach shade with like a really cool green flip swatched. It looks so cool. And I'm not gonna lie, the second that these arrived at my door and I swatched them, I immediately went back onto my computer and was like, okay, what other shadows do I need to pick up from JD Glow Causemetics? So my goal is just to use any of those 3 eyeshadows 20 times in the next 2 months when the project ends. It doesn't necessarily matter which one, and I'm not necessarily trying to hit pan. I just want to reach for these a minimum of 20 times. And I forgot to say, my goal is to use my Colored Rain Queen of Hearts palette in any sort of capacity 25 times in the next couple of months. All right, you guys, my third and final Black owned beauty brand product that I'm selecting for this project comes from Fenty Beauty. Honestly, just one of my favorite brands. I don't even love every product from Fenty. I've had my fair share of misses from them, but I am always excited for what Fenty is releasing, and I just think Rihanna does things that are just different from what every other cosmetics company is doing, and she's not afraid to be bold, which I really appreciate about her. I'm not surprised that that's very like on brand for just her personality and her as a person, in my opinion. But what I have selected to work on is one of her Killawatt highlighters, and I've actually selected the more pink toned one. This is in Girl Next Door and Chic Freak, and my goal is just to hit pan on either one or the other. I actually have a different, I have Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal, which is like my perfect highlight ever, and I have hit major pan on the more subtle side of that one, and the pans actually go, like, once you get into them, it actually goes pretty quickly. So, I mean, I will have to use this very consistently because, as you can tell, I mean, I don't have a ton of progress on either. I've used each a fair share, but still not a ton of progress. But I would love to be able to hit pan on this by the end of the project. I do love to reach for tones like this, especially in the summertime, just to warm up the face and give that sunburned sort of vibe to the skin. I feel like on my viewfinder right now, I am looking incredibly bronzy. I like self-tanned with a tanning water like 3 hours ago, and when I was outside I was like, oh geez, I might need to apply a second layer. So naturally I did, and now I'm like, oh boy, I'm looking real bronzed right now. But I am really excited about this one. I love the Fenty Killawatt highlighters. You guys know that if you're not new to my channel. So very excited to be working on this. So I was kind of surprised surprised when I first saw this on the list of brands that are inclusive. So I did a little bit more deep diving and I went on to Glossier's website, and I actually saw they're doing a ton of cool things with like grants and stuff and just drawing awareness to Black Lives Matter, which really is something that I really appreciated. But then I started looking through like their pictures and stuff, and like their promo pictures, and there truly are a wide range of skin tones that they represent on their website, which I really think is amazing, because I think too often there's not enough represented of, you know, even like thinking about like males being represented on campaigns or on websites and things. Like, I just feel like there's lots of room for growth in terms of like inclusivity, in terms of campaign photos as well. But I feel comfortable using Glossier as one of the brands that I will be including in this project. So I have selected 2 products actually to work on from them. The first is their Cloud Paint. This, I actually picked up both of these products at the beginning of the year, and this Cloud Paint is in the shade Puff. And I feel like I have to pay tribute to this for me kind of getting into cream products again. I just have really enjoyed using this. I feel like the Puff shade specifically is such a light pink shade that it really sheers out to a very wearable color, and it's not as intimidating as a more pigmented shade. So I've decided to give myself a goal of using this 15 times before the end of the project. And then I also have the Glossier Lauder, which has become one of my favorite loose powders. I have mine in the shade G11-G12. And if you guys can see, I don't know how you'll be able to see, but I really don't have much for product left. And this is, I recently finished up a different loose powder, so this has pretty much been my go-to. I really like this one because it offers, it's not like just a translucent powder. It offers a little extra coverage, but it is so lightweight on the skin that it never feels heavy and it doesn't look cakey. It almost just looks like your skin, but a little bit creamier and a little bit smoother. I love this. I feel very confident that I could finish this up by the end of the summer, and I told myself when I finish this powder, because I know I will want to replace it, that I will make another Glossier order. And I know there's a ton of products from Glossier that I would really be interested in trying. I want to do like a Glossier dedicated video on my channel, kind of ranking or reviewing different products that I've tried from Glossier, like a best and worst style of video. I've been getting more into doing, like, in my head right now, more brand dedicated reviews, and slowly I've been making a list of brands that I am interested in doing like a full dedicated video on, and Glossier is definitely one of them. So I would like to finish this powder, because once I do, I will be making another Glossier order. And then these are so pigmented that I know I could never realistically probably finish this by the end of the project. And I have a lot of other blushes that I'm currently working on in other projects, so I didn't want to be too aggressive with my goal, but 15 times I think is fair, especially considering I have another blush cheek formula that I'm going to be introducing in just a minute. So there you have it. So Cover FX was another brand on the brands of being inclusive. So I decided to pull in the Water Cloud Primer. I am trying to get through some of my primers. My primer collection is out of control, but I love trying primers. So I am going to be starting a no-buy, not a no-buy, like a low-buy with restrictions, like specific no-buy categories. And primer is going to be one of them until I can reel in my primer collection. So this is almost full. If I didn't say, this is their Water Cloud Primer. I did receive this in a BoxyCharm. I think I've used this 3 times up until this point, and my goal is going to be to use half of it. So this is my line for my goal. This is pretty much full right now, so I'm not even really going to mark it, but my goal is to get about halfway done with this by the end of the project. I don't feel like I could realistically finish this by the end of the project, and I want to give myself the freedom to also be using other primers at the same time, but I would like to make some good progress on this, so that will be my goal for that one. And then my final product comes from Milk Makeup. Milk is also on the list of inclusive brands. I love Milk Makeup. I think that they are a great brand, and the product that I have selected to work on is their, I believe this is their their Flare Glow Oil Lip and Cheek. And I have used this a couple of times now. I got this in a BoxyCharm as well, and I really, really like this. I hope you'll be able to see it swatched right here. It's a really, really pretty peachy pink, just very glowy sort of product. And I love this when I'm wearing like a tinted moisturizer and then just put this all over my cheeks, not even necessarily with bronzer sometimes, just to really warm up the cheeks and warm up the face. I think it is a stunning product. So I would love to get some more use out of this. Again, I've been really feeling the creams, and I feel like because this project ends at the beginning of September, and really these are going to be products we're focused on through the summertime, I want to be reaching for my cream products because I feel like this is the perfect time of year to be reaching for those. So if I did not say, my goal is going to be to use this 15 times as well. And after that, those are the 6 products that I have decided to include in this project. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what are some of your favorite inclusive brands, or what are some of your favorite Black-owned beauty brands that you feel like I need to try. I recently picked up one product from Oma Beauty, and I'm definitely interested in trying more from them. I also picked up something from Beauty Bakery and own a couple other Beauty Bakery items. I'm interested in trying the lip bar, but I just really don't need any more lip products. What else? What other ones? Pat McGrath, I mean, Mother Pat, she's so expensive. I did recently pick up a product though from her. But let me know, what are some beauty brands that are Black owned that you would be interested in seeing me review on my channel? I really am interested in doing a dedicated brand review on a Black owned brand very shortly, just so that I can also be highlighting Black owned beauty brands on my channel, and indie brands too, you guys. I really would love to hear some indie brands that you're interested in. I just like am really excited to try new makeup that's not like from the same old brands. You feel me? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for sticking around to watch today's video and for supporting my channel. Thank you again to Alex for inviting me to join this project. Really appreciate it, and I love doing projects with Alex. She's so inspiring. She gets through products really well. She's just an amazing project planner. So thank you guys again. Don't forget to check out everyone else who is participating in this project. I know I cannot wait to go binge watch and support everyone else. And again, thanks for supporting my channel as always, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.